My name is Stacy Phillips, and this is my video log for Thursday, July 25th, 2013. Today I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about BMI. What is BMI? BMI is a body mass index, and the National Institute of Health has a calculator that you can Google. You can Google BMI and then space NIH, National Institute of Health, and among the few search results, you'll see that NIH.gov has a BMI calculator. So click on that, put in your height, put in your weight, and you will see what your BMI is, your body mass index. Now this is not the same as a percent body fat. That is a different calculation, and I'm not going to be talking about that today, but I'm going to be specifically talking about BMI. Now the National Institute of Health has said in their BMI chart that anything over 25, so 25 to 29.9, if that's what your BMI is, then you are classified as overweight. And you are one of the 2/3 of Americans who are overweight or obese in this country today. If your BMI is 30 or greater, you are obese. There are different classifications of obese. For example, when I began my program at 5'3" and 272 pounds, my BMI was over 47. That means that I was class 4 super obese. Because class 1 obesity would be a BMI of 30 to 34.9. Class 2 would be 35 to 39.9. Class 3 would be 40 to 44.9. And class 4, super obese, would be 45 to 50, or 49.9. So actually morbid obesity, you would think morbid obesity would be a higher class than super obesity, but apparently not. Apparently I passed right through morbid obesity into super obesity. So either way, it was not good, and it did not bode well for my health or the inflammation that was going on inside my body. So anyway, in our program we use the BMI chart to really look at a goal weight for people. And oftentimes, more often than not, when I sit down with somebody before I take them to the chart, I ask them, what their goal weight is, and 9 times out of 10, they list something that's higher that actually puts them in the overweight or almost, maybe sometimes even the obese category still. And I bring out my BMI chart and I say, okay, let's have a look at this. Let's just see what your height is. Here's my BMI chart that I keep with me. And I'll hold it up so you can really see it there. I don't know, I've got a blurry camera, so you might not be able to see it. But the green constitutes a healthy BMI. The yellow constitutes an overweight BMI, and the red constitutes an obese BMI. And a lot of people, when they're talking about where they want to be, for some reason they kind of put themselves like right around here or so, And I tell them, let's look at the BMI chart, and if you're large framed, we'll go for these, we'll probably go for these top two columns. If you're medium framed, we'll go for these middle 2 columns. And if you're very small framed, we can look at the bottom 2 columns. But they recommended for me a BMI of 21, which I'm not at yet, but I'm working on. When I reached a healthy BMI, I was still, for myself, I consider myself overweight because I still had a lot of jiggly bits, and I did not feel like I was quite a healthy weight yet. So the BMI chart in itself, a lot of people will say, well, that doesn't work for me. And well, your health insurance company, your life insurance company, and the government would say differently. Everybody can fit into the BMI chart unless they're missing limbs, which is, sometimes happens, and then it needs to be adjusted accordingly. Or they're a professional bodybuilder or have a very, very, very high amount of muscle. Now, I'm not talking about, somebody who does not almost compete. We're talking about people who compete at the level of fitness and really work out, body build. They would not apply to the BMI chart. But everybody else, the rest of us, we do. And I've heard, well, I'm big boned, so I really, I've never been that weight. I don't think I could ever get that weight. And I really love it when people say that, because I'm so excited to get them plugged in to a plan that will get them to a healthy weight, which maybe they don't even remember being at until, unless they were in elementary school. But I'm so excited that this plan and that, yeah, it works, and it will get you to a healthy weight. So I try and tell people and myself, just drop the concept that the BMI chart is not applicable to you, because it is. If you're a human being and you're not a bodybuilder and you're not missing limbs, then it does apply to you. So look at plug yourself in. Google BMI and NIH for National Institute of Health. Google that. Plug in your height, plug in your weight, and if your BMI is 25 or greater, literally give me a call. And if there's another health coach that has introduced you to the plan, give them a call, because we really want to help you to get to a healthy weight, and we want to help you break through those concepts that is not available to you, because it is. So give them a call, or give me a call, or email me at mycoachstacy@gmail.com, and we will get you going on the road to optimal health. All right, thanks. Have a great day.